Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will have first crack at this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Give to the running back. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Cradles it at the 35. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Clark to fire. Finds his back in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Duff. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Clark wants to throw. Fires to the right.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll keep it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Jacksonville State.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Motion from the wideout. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now on second down. Clark to fire. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
14, Western Kentucky, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Fires left. It's caught downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at L.T. Smith Stadium.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clark wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the ready? Hold and finds his man on the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Rides the back on the option to give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, WKU.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
28, Western Kentucky.
Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Clark to fire. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this.
There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Lost to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll try to do it himself.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots his way for more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. The Hilltoppers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to kick it away.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.